Parramatta is the first team out, and of the 7 forwards originally chosen in this game, Fitzgerald has been dropped. So it's Baker in the front row with Hilditch and Olling for Parramatta. Otherwise, the team, as Eastern Suburbs team, which is as chosen for the game. The doubtfuls, the centres, Harris and Murphy are quite okay. So it's Murphy for Laurie there in the team on the screen. Laurie started. Back it comes from Peart to Higgs. Cronin and on to Levy. Levy inside the quarter. Parramatta on the attack, leading by 2 points to 0. 6 minutes into the second half. Hilditch to Higgs. Strong fellow, Ray Higgs. Olling at dummy half. Parramatta lined out across field as Olling runs. Hilditch. Baker. Baker's about 12 metres out and 5 gone, so we should see an up and under now. Levy standing close, but it's mishandled by Hilditch at dummy half, and so the opportunity for the up and under was lost.
Parramatta have been doing all the attacking, but you can't afford to make any errors out there. You've got to watch your handling, no silly passes. This game, the way it's shaping up and has done right through so far, is an error could cost either side the game.
Oh, and Harris has knocked that one on. Parramatta back in possession. Those sort of mistakes certainly won't do Eastern Suburbs any good. Now it's Gerard for Parramatta. Baker through Colt to Higgs, coming very hard on the burst. Now it's Hilditch, Colt, Peart. The little kick and chased through by Olling, and it's bounced nicely for him. Olling got the pass away, but is put down there by Porter. Porter is regained and the tackle count restarts. This is Atkins, and Atkins only about 9 metres out from the line. To be played now back to Solkowitz at dummy half. Solkowitz himself looking for the line. The tackle count restarts again. Kick by Easts in the play the ball there. Back it comes now, and out to Colt. Peart. And onto Hilditch. And now it's Price. And Price is close. Pulled down only a metre or so off the line. Parramatta almost in. Price to play it back now. And he's played it forward and dived in. It's a try. A try by Ray Price. From a forward, play the ball.
Ray Price has got the Eastern Suburbs players napping. Keeping the pressure on. Their relentless pressure. They've worked this ball around. Keeping it close, keeping it alive, throwing it across. This all stemmed from a little kick over by Peart when Olling regathered, but here's Ray Price, almost goes in, thrown on his back there by the defence. I thought he may have gone to reach over for the line, but he's making sure of this. Now watch closely how he kicks the ball through. There's absolutely no one there, and he goes in. He caught East napping, and he goes in for a try.
Cronin with a conversion attempt. And he's put the extra points on the board. It's 7-0 in favour of Parramatta. Bolton with a kick-off for Eastern Suburbs. And that's over the goal line. Parramatta's in. Solkowitz bringing it out. Away to Levy. And Harris is unable to use his right arm. He dived at the Parramatta fullback then, using only his left arm. So he's certainly favouring that right shoulder. This is Higgs on the Parramatta quarter line. Hilditch, Colt, Gerard. Hilditch to Peart. Just outside the quarter line, Parramatta's end. And back it goes to Cronin for the kick this time. Oh, that's a hefty kick too. Well taken by Fairfax. Back up towards the halfway line. Fairfax to play it. Hastings at dummy half. Schubert. Just on each side of the halfway line. Now it's Fairfax. Metcalf. Hastings, Fulton, Baker, driving him back in the tackle. Well done, Baker. Away it goes to Hedger. Back from Connor to Stevens, and that's a kick for the touchline. Leaving after the ball, gathers it well. 10 metres on Parramatta side of halfway. Parramatta 7, leading Eastern Suburbs 0 in the final. Price from dummy half. Colt, Olling. Hilditch, Colt. And the dummy, and that's Cronin. And away to Solkowitz and on to Porter. And coming across there's Fulton. But he's beaten Fulton, and Porter scores. It's a try by Porter for Parramatta. He beat Fulton with a tackle 10 metres out from the line, and has gone in to score a great try to make it 10 points to 0.
That was a magnificent team try. We've got Bobby Fulton still on the ground there, but have a look at this. This is magnificent passing, supporting the ball. Cope does very well there. Cronin in support. Cronin almost stopped, and how many times do we see him able to get that ball away? Solkowitz did very well indeed. Porter pulled him coming across. It looked like he had him covered pretty well. There's not too many can get past this fellow. But Porter in his running style, very hard. Fulton almost got him. He stumbled. Once again, Harris has had a crack at him right on the death, but that's a great try.
And now from wide out, attempting the conversion of the try, and that one is just to the left. No goal. It's still Parramatta 10, Eastern Suburbs 0. Well, East have won 3 scrums in their second half, and the scrum count is 8-5 in favour of Eastern Suburbs. Fulton to Riley, onto Harris, and that's knocked down, picked up by Cronin, onto Higgs, and Higgs crushed tackled by Mullins, who lost the ball. Eastern possession, and it's O'Reilly bringing the ball up, and now there's a penalty, and the referee this time has ruled a deliberate ball. Cronin now attempting the penalty goal for Parramatta, but again he's missed it. And it's still 10 points to 0 in favour of Parramatta.
They could have been well and truly further ahead. He's kicked only 2 goals from 7 attempts. That's not like his form.
Fulton with the dropout. Back over the halfway line. Levy picks up. Now it's Porter. Not far from halfway.
Mark Harris is off the field. We'll check his replacement shortly, but he's left the field.
Well, he has been favouring that right shoulder, and it's Rocky Laurie on the field for Mark Harris, and play into Eastern Suburbs half with Parramatta in possession. Away it goes now to Olling. Olling about 12 metres short of the quarter line on east end of the ground. Now it's back to Colt, Gerard, Peard, and Cronin. Again gets the pass inside to Peard and on to Baker. Baker about 12 metres on east side of the halfway line. This is Gerard. Back to Baker and Colt. And out to Price. 5 tackles gone for Parramatta. Now we might see another kick. As it comes to Colt. And he puts it over the touchline, out on the blind side, finding the line.
Well, with Harris off the field, that's going to limit the Eastern Suburbs attack.
And now it's Connor, just over the quarter line, but 5 tackles gone for Eastern Suburbs. Back it comes and on to Fulton, and here's the up and under. Fairfax going through. Coming down 10 metres out. Back now towards the line. It's anybody's ball. Picked up by Eastern Suburbs, and the tackle count restarts. Fulton has it, close to the line. Fulton to play it now. Back to Connor at dummy half. And it's Metcalf, and he's close. He's over the line. Has he got it down? The referee says no. No try. Unable to ground the ball. Held on his chest. And so it will be a dropout from the quarter line.
There's a let up there, and Johnny Peard was one of the fellows that held him up.
Well, here it is. Metcalf manages to bullock his way over the line. Down he went on his back, and there's the ball on his chest, unable to get it down. Here's a change in the Parramatta team with Mann going on. Philip Mann going on, and it's Johnny Peard coming off. So 2 changes now in the Parramatta team. One in the forwards, where Fitzgerald has placed Gerard. Philip Mann has come on as playing fullback, and Levy has moved up to 5/8, Peard having been replaced. Parramatta moving the ball, and this is Mann out of one tackle, and almost to the quarter line on Eastern Suburbs end of the ground. Back now to Salkowitz, and out the line it goes to Cronin, on to Levy. Levy not far from the quarter line. Johnny Colk at dummy half for Parramatta. Higgs. And now it's Fitzgerald and Cronin on the burst. Cronin only Fairfax in front of him. Passes to Mann, who's put it down. The knock-on will be played as the ball goes into the end goal area. And the referee will set the scrum. Yes, Murphy is coming off. And Pickett is on in the centre for Eastern Suburbs. And it's Parramatta's ball, not far out from the line. Mann held in that tackle, about 8 metres out. And now it's back. And out to Price. Price on the blind side. Parramatta 10 leading Eastern Suburbs 0. Just over 10 minutes remaining. This is Colt. And away to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald 5 metres out from the line. Now it's Hilditch. And away to Cronin. Unable to get the pass away this time. Colker dummy half. Levy and the up and under. Coming down close to the post. And it's knocked over the dead ball line by Schubert, who went high into the air. Fulton's kick is only just over the quarter line. That's Baker. So Parramatta back on the attack. Leading by 10 points to 0, and we're inside the last 10 minutes now. Laid back and out on the blind side. Price has gone without it. Over the touchline it goes, and so it's another scrum. That's East scrum, and that makes the scrum count 9-7 in favour of Eastern Suburbs. And out on the line, that's Pickett. Pickett up to his own quarter line. Good smother tackle by Cronin. From dummy half, it's Laurie. Just outside his own quarter line. Now it's back to Stevens. O'Reilly. Stevens. That's a kick for the touchline, but it's not going to make it, I don't think. No, Mann is there for Parramatta, and Stevens is there to tackle for Eastern Suburbs, just in Parramatta's half. Fitzgerald from dummy half, held by Mullins. About 8 minutes left. Parramatta 10, leading Eastern Suburbs 0. Colk to Porter. And that's a long kick. Right across field. Schubert dropping back this time for Eastern Suburbs. It's in the end goal. Schubert back into the field of play. And if Parramatta can hold on, and Parramatta should win it from here, less than 8 minutes to go and leading by 10 points to 0, Parramatta will have all 3 teams in next week's grand finals, and what a tremendous effort that is. In the grand finals, in first and reserve grades, and in the under-23.
Yes, a credit to them. They're a great club, and well, it's hard to pick them. They've obviously been the better side on the day out here, but I wouldn't like to take too much credit away from Eastern Suburbs. Parramatta have thrown everything at them, particularly early in the game, and they withstood the onslaught. They've tried everything. They've varied their attack.
And that's given possession away to Parramatta, and Price got it to Fitzgerald, and it's Parramatta only 10 metres out once more. Porter at dummy half to Olling. Higgs. And the long pass out to Salkowitz, and he's got the winger with him, and Atkins is in. It's a try by Atkins for Parramatta, and that makes it 13 points to 0.
Yes, shut the gate there. A good try. Higgs was having a look out wide to create the overlap. But East's defence very thin out wide as Olling threw it out. Higgs has a look to see where it is. Schubert out of position, off the wing, leaves the overlap there. Solgowitz took it like a rocket, did well to draw the defence there, and gave Atkins an open shot at the line.
Cronin now attempting the conversion. He's got that nice and high, but he's just missed it. And it's 13 points to 0 in favour of Parramatta.
A different Parramatta side today than played against St George. They've played with more determination. Their tactics have been pretty clear and concise, particularly in the forward line-up. They've supported each other. Then they've changed their tactics to get the ball out through the back line, and as it's shown, they've been able to score 3 tries.
That's an East ball. Hastings to Stevens, and Stevens on the quarter line. 13 points to 0 in favour of Parramatta. 2 minutes left in this final. There's Hedger. O'Reilly at dummy half. Fulton. Hastings. Only about 12 metres out. Now, can he score a try before the full-time siren sounds? This is Metcalf. Back it comes to Stevens, 10 metres out from the line. Parramatta's defence has been great. On it goes to Hastings, and the little kick through, and Hastings might get there. He scores! It's a try by Hastings for Eastern Suburbs, and it's 13 points to 3.
Well done, Eastern Suburbs. I was wondering if they could bow out with a try. That's a brilliant piece of individual work here. Fulton, I thought, was going to kick it, but Hastings puts a little chip over the top. And as you can see, he's kicked it into that open space. He's the closest to it, judges the bounce beautifully, and goes over for a well-deserved try. He is one of the Eastern Suburbs fellows who's had a great season.
Stevens with the kick and converts the try, and it's 13 points to 5 in favour of Parramatta.
Good play, strong play, and I'm sure that those fellows out there will sleep well tonight. It's been a very hard body contact game, and it's been typical of a final here, and we're going to see a great game next week.
Well, that's it. Parramatta into the grand final. Parramatta 13 has beaten Eastern Suburbs 5. East did very well in the scrums, winning 10-8. The penalties went to Parramatta 8-6. For Parramatta